Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your new moon eclipse in Aries reading. I did on Facebook. I went into a lot of channeling on that. It was called a portal. I think it was portal meditation. If you want to check that out, in the description box below, there is a link to my Facebook group. So. You're actually my guinea pig. We're starting with you this time. And I started to pull the cards, and I wanted to stop and turn on the camera because I was starting to get messages. And so this is going to be a very intense reading, I can tell you right now. Lots going on, spiritually speaking. Lots of entities are here right now supporting this reading because it is a big major portal opening that we are stepping through. It trines your sign. This is very supportive energy. It trines the galactic center, and I have to say the galactics are here, and so I think this has got a lot. This is the shot across the bow, the salvo, It is time to get ready to move the North Node into Aries and begin this final unwinding back to the 0 point of Aries. When the North Node finishes up its run through Aries, it moves backwards to the sign, and then when that would happen, then there is this fresh new beginning energy. And so over the course of the next year and a half, there's a lot of unwinding of the old stories, and this is going to become the before and after point in your life. And so today we're going to kind of take a look at some of that energy because this is such an important portal and opening. And you guys have here they wanted me to use Beyond Lemuria. I haven't used this deck like twice, so we're going to have to get into the book, but and so that's why I was going to do it off camera, but oh my god, I couldn't look at this card. I mean, you've got the two dragons, and it is the rising of the Kundalini energy. There's 4 dragons on here. They're depicted. It's very balanced. There's this energy. There's this wings. There's this energy swirling around your chakras. There is in one of these little things, it's hard to see, but it looks like a phoenix rising from the ashes. At the bottom, we have what looks very much like amethyst energy. So it is the stories of the past and how they're rising up through this energy. This energy that is transmuting and translating. They're saying translating your stories of the past. And they're a reminder, there's the 2 dragons, and you can feed the fear, you can feed the hope and the goals and the dreams of the future. And we are going through difficult times coming up. There's going to be massive changes. You can't miss that. You can see it. It's everywhere. And so there's all this energy is just exploding around us. And yet you have to remember, you signed up for this. You wanted to be here, and then you had to prove to the galactic councils. You had to prove, hey, look, I need to be there, not because I need to clear my karma. Yeah, I get to do that. That's your reward, I guess, is that you could faster spin off the karma. But you had to be bringing something with you. You had to be bringing something with you. You had to be bringing gifts and your light. And so standing in your light now, and it doesn't matter how long you've been online. If you've been coming online since, you were online when you were born and you've always felt that way, or if you really felt it kick into gear, as you move through your first Saturn return, or maybe at the 2012 thing that happened, or maybe during the harmonic convergence of 1987, wherever it was, whether it was last week, it doesn't matter. You're right on your time. And so there's this unfolding energy that is happening. And so the other card that came with it is the loving compassion. And I want you to see how much these cards really kind of look like each other. One of them's the fire, but I mean the swirling and the light and the energy of all the wings and the lifting and through your heart, opening up your heart space. Which dragon are you going to feed? The one of the light or the one of the fear? So, we're going to do a version of a full Celtic cross, but the way they're showing it to me, it's not. Please erase any preconceived ideas you have about what the cards mean and where they're placed, because that is not how it's going to go down. So we have here, they wanted me to use these cards. What the heck are they called? your sacred wealth code cards. And it's really important because it says here that it is for purpose and prosperity. And so there's this soul awareness opening up, but also the prosperity. We're supposed to be able to manifest and create whatever we want. But we have to do it through joy, not fear. Okay? So, the things to use. You have Mars energy. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so you have the Mars energy with the moon, okay? And Mars is in Cancer right now. That's so fun. Okay, so we have the strategist and the collaborator. I co-create to create. This means working with others, working with both the divine and masculine, feminine energies within you. So I don't know if you guys know this. If you watch my videos a lot, you know that as soon as I start the reading, I'm cold when I start, and then it just starts heating up. I may have to pause and go open up some windows. It's freaking cold out too. Every vision has a plan. The strategist, and this has like a little checkers board with a bunny rabbit on it. It's the year of the rabbit. It's also abundance. It's also being flexible. It's being smart. It's pre-planning. The rabbits get away because they've already dug the tunnels. So I'm going to have to go open a window. Hold on. I will be right back. You won't even miss me. Okay. And also I want to apologize in advance. My car is in the shop and there may be a phone call that comes in to let me know that it's ready. So here we go. Celtic cross. Celtic-ish cross. So, all right. This card, the first card out, is going to represent the current situation. This card here is kind of like South Node energy. It's the energy you're moving from. It's related to the situation it's moving from. This is the direction you're moving toward. This is North Node. This energy right here, this is what you were supposed to learn. It's the lesson you're learning. It's what you're working on. Oh my God, you have great cards. Okay. The challenge. So this is really this energy that's happening with this new moon right here. This eclipse energy. And this is the challenge that comes with it. And this is the opportunity that comes with it. This card right here represents you. The way you're viewing the world right now, or your strengths. We'll have to see what it is because I haven't seen it yet. This is others around you and how they're influencing it, either through what they're thinking or doing or whatever. This is the advice. And if you follow the advice, what direction you're moving in. Actually get 2 for that. And your overall energy here, you have the World card. It's called Innocence. It's the completion of a cycle. It is the unwinding to begin something new. There's a lot of wisdom. It's what you have learned already. I don't know if you can really see this. I'm not turning on the major light because it gives me a headache if I sit in this light too long, and these are already going to give me a headache. So the thing that you were supposed to be working on, I think you've been figuring it out. And I think it's been, since the South Node went through your sign, and you've been working on this, because the oneness, the consciousness is what you've been working on. The understanding that you are part of a whole, and also that within you is everything you need to know, but within you is also everyone else, and you are within everyone else, and there's this wholeness that comes from it. And it is taking that knowledge and wisdom. It is taking that knowledge and wisdom and listening. They got the little cricket there, listening to the sound of your soul, and understanding this oneness that allows you to move forward. And so at this eclipse, we end up with this 10 of Wands energy here. This major completion of a cycle. It's called suppression. The thing about an eclipse, even if it's a new moon eclipse, there is a big release of energy. You are going to be released. You are going to break free from a situation where you have been feeling very confined, very caught up. You are actually moving into the action phase, anyways, of the node cycles. When they move through your sign, the next one's integration, and once you get to the next one, it's the seed planting. It's the planting of the seeds. It's the sowing the seeds for what it is. This is where you start taking action. You're not going to see over the next year and a half the major manifestation of it, but you are going to see growth. You are going to witness the growth. You are going to know it. But there's a need for you to do the work of nurturing the goals, the hopes, and the dreams that you have. It's really important that you dive in and you do the thing that you need to do. Because here you're moving out of this energy of the slowing down, the Knight of Pentacles. That was the integration phase that you just worked your way through. That was while the South Node was going through Scorpio. It was the slow and steady progress. It was moving forward. It was methodical. It was learning to armor up after having everything stripped away during the South Node that went through your sign. So the South Node went through your sign it moved into your sign in the middle of 2020 there, because the North Node, it finished up its cycle in 2020, and so then by the time we got to December, the end of 2020, so into 2021, and then about halfway into last year, that was your South Node cycle. And then the past year and a half, it's been in Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio is the South Node, and now it's moving into Aries and Libra. And so now it's the time to start moving forward. And I know this because you have the Three of Pentacles. It's time to begin experiencing. It's time to begin to grow. It's time to start. I'm sorry. This is the Three of Wands, not Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. And so it is time for you to start taking the action and experiencing all the things. So this is the lower vibration of the advice, by the way, which is the Empress, this creativity. And so you're moving toward creating something, anything. What do you want to create? And so there is a real breaking free that happens within. And what are you breaking free from? It appears that you're breaking free from guilt. You have the card of guilt here, this Eight of Swords, the headaches and everything. It's like, I don't have to live my life according to anyone else's expectations or dictations. And I'm going to choose to go out and manifest and create whatever the heck it is I want. What do I want my life to look like? And you've been taking time to slowly assess this over the past year and a half about what is it that I want? And how do I fit into the larger pattern of this oneness energy of where do I contribute and where do I also receive, right? It's not just it's giving and receiving in a nice balance. The Sagittarius card. Oh my God, you guys, I love your reading so much. Okay, what is the opportunity? The transformation. This unwinding, this unraveling, this is allowing you to open up and step into your power, into who you are, your purpose. They're saying to step into your purpose. And so where you've been suppressed, Eight of Swords, the only thing keeping you there is your thoughts. Which dragon are you going to feed? This loving compassion, this is for yourself first, and then for others. But always for yourself first. And this really shows up here. And I can see you even doing this work. Because here in the energy of who you are, you have this Page of Cups here. It's the understanding. It's the understanding of how connected you are. The understanding and compassion that you have for yourself. Like, I'm human and I do these things, and it's okay because I'm human and I do these things, and I came here to be human and do these things. I didn't come here to be perfect. I came here to learn and to grow and to develop and to create and to co-create. And in your environment, there is some very supportive energy. We have the card of the Two of Cups, the friendliness. But see how those trees are growing with their branches intertwining? They're not leaning into each other. They're connecting. And so this is a healthy relationship. This is not codependency, right? This tree here is all strong and fine by itself, and this one here is strong and fine by itself. And here they are communicating and they are sharing, and they probably have some roots that are also intertwined. And so if a wind were to come and blow really hard on this side, the intertwined roots down here would help to hold these roots in place so it doesn't just blow over. And the same the other way. So they're there for support, but they're not holding each other up. Only in the storm. And then you have here, if you follow this advice of pointing yourself in the direction of getting out there and experiencing life, creating what it is that you want to create, doing this creative thing that you've been thinking about, whatever this is, whether it is a project, having babies, a new relationship, a new business idea, whatever this thing is, but it's a purpose. It's a purpose. It's not small. Whatever this is, it's big and it's life-changing. Whatever that big thing is that you've been wanting to do, now's the time to start experiencing the energy of creation. It means doing some of the work, trying things, see how they work together. I love how much there's so much color on here. And so it feels like splash a little color in your life over here, splash a little over there, and see what actually comes of it. What does it end up looking like? And the thing is, if you ever watch anybody do one of those paintings, and they start out and they have all this stuff on there, and then they like change their mind or something, and they paint over it, and they start blending. And what I feel like is that for many of them, the picture evolves as they're painting, and I think that's what's going to happen. Whatever this project is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're trying to do, there will be an evolution and a process and the flexibility, right? Your immutable sign, the flexibility, the willingness to change things, to have it work in a different way, to create things in a way that really works for you. But what comes out of this? We have the Emperor, but the Emperor here, so you have the Empress and the Emperor. You have the Two of Cups. Some of you, it is in partnership with someone else that you're really, right? You have the co-collaborator. There is a need to be strategic about what you're doing, but it definitely has the potential. And look, I want you to see, I don't know if you can tell, but there's these arrows. They go this way, this way, this way. They kind of wind around. It's not a straight line. There's an adaptability. There's a willingness to shift and to change your strategy as things come up. It's really hard to make a plan that's super solid. I'm only going to do this plan and stick to this plan. Unfortunately, you're mutable signs, so you can manage this. Other signs wouldn't do so well with that. And so the more you're willing to be flexible and navigate around things as you see and take the opportunities when you see them, working with someone else, trying something, experiencing it, and discerning and deciding at that time, is this working or not? If it's not working, then let's try something else. And the more that you can do that, the more you bring in this Emperor energy. But I love this Emperor because this Emperor is literally striding forward and breaking the chains that bind him. The stability comes from the freedom. The stability comes from the freedom. And the freedom comes in, here's your Sagittarius card, look at this, the new vision. This eclipse is trining the galactic center in your sign. Your sign holds the galactic center. It holds the wider vision. It holds this, and it's trining this portal that is unwinding us and is allowing us to clear the whiteboard of all the old stories and start writing a new one. It's really powerful. So, some kind of a partnership, working collaboratively with others on something that really value. You have the ability right now to transform your life. Couldn't ask anything better for you. All right, so completing a major cycle, the World card. That's your overall energy, and then the new vision for the future. I'm on Facebook every day where I do a lot more on the astrology. Thank you for supporting this channel and hitting the thumbs up, for leaving me the comments. The comments matter a lot with the analytics, but mostly I love the connection. So you guys take great care. I'll see you over on Facebook.